The greatest and most decorated Olympic swimmer in history, Michael Phelps, came to Boise last night to talk about swimming. The Greater Boise Aquatics Foundation has partnered with the Greater Boise Auditorium District to build a state-of-the-art swimming complex in southeast Boise.
That's cool. Last night, our very own Jay Test moderated a discussion with Phelps about this project and why it's so needed in our region. Jay, we're going to get to what it was like to sit next to a 23-time Olympic gold medalist in a minute.
Pretty cool.
But first, talk to us about this pool and why there's a push to build it.
You know, there are some numbers out there that deserve to be kind of made mainstream knowledge, I guess you could say. And it was kind of shocking to me as I found out some of this stuff. But, you know, there's a stat out there that suggests that, you know, a city should have one year-round pool per 20,000 residents in a city.
Wow.
We have about 2 for 700,000 at this point in time. And the reason why that's such an important stat is having more access to water means more access to swim lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And at the moment, the second greatest cause of death amongst children is drowning.
Yeah.
And by having that access, by having more swim lessons, you can reduce that by up to 88%.
We have 2 pools with the YMCA in West Y, and then, well, there's more than that, but and then the City Parks and Rec, Boise City Parks and Rec, they have pools. But you're talking about kind of a bigger complex.
Year-round Olympic-style pools that again, you can have that type of access. Now, maybe something else that this would bring would be elite type of competition too.
Yeah.
I was born and raised in Tacoma, up in Washington, and when I was a kid, I remember a push for a pool in Federal Way, which is just a stone's throw away from where I was raised in. Well, not a lot of people could understand why. Well, since it's become the premier aquatic facility in the Pacific Northwest, and I was chatting with Michael the other day, and I asked him if he knew about it. Michael Phelps has swam in Federal Way.
No way.
And they want to build something like that here in Boise. I mean, if that doesn't give you goosebumps, I don't know what does. That venue has held NCAA championships, Pac-12 championships, all very realistic things that could come to Boise if they can pull this off.
So it has economic benefits
Absolutely.
as well. And it's important to note when we talk about pools as a form of exercise for older people or people with disabilities, I mean, that's a really important resource for our community.
You're exactly right.
And it keeps kids out of trouble if there's something for kids to do.
You guys have highlighted a lot of good things about
Jay
this,
was like,
right?
I was going to touch on that.
Yeah, right? No, you really have, though. I mean, and Michael himself is so passionate about this. And again, I think that because it's so common, like we all swim. We all think we know how to swim, but it affects people in different ways. And by introducing children and getting them swim lessons, you can make a big difference.
Okay, tell us what he was like. He had some pretty cool white patent leather boots on.
I have no other way to describe this as other than very cool. You know, I kind of had a list of questions that I was supposed to go through with them, and as we were kind of sitting down in the green room chatting beforehand, we both decided that we were just going to throw those out the window and just have fun. I mean, that's how he wanted to approach this. He is authentic, he is genuine, he is transparent, he is open about mental health. If you think he's intense in the pool, ask him about mental health.
I love that he's so open about that.
He's always spearheaded that. He was kind of the first one.
He was. It all started in a conversation in 2014. This is how simple it was. He was doing an interview with Sports Illustrated. And he said that he talked to this specific reporter hundreds of times in his career. For whatever reason that day when he sat down, he said, you know what, whatever he asked me, I'm going all in. And that day a topic came up about mental health, and he pushed it all to the center of the table. And
he's really struggled with it.
Hey, last night we had laughs. He was emotional. I mean, we were all over the place with this thing. But at one point in time, he said, like, you know, there were point in times where he wondered if he wanted to be alive. I mean, this is a 28-time Olympic medalist, 23-time gold medalist that's saying this. And I think we get consumed by his greatness. He is a legend, the best to ever do it. But man, his heights had some pretty deep valleys as well, and now he's sharing those. And the reason why he wants to do this is to save lives. And it's not only mental health, but it's also sharing his knowledge about swimming safety and all that stuff. And the Michael Phelps Foundation covers all of that. But he wants to save lives.
By the way, we should mention this pool that they're trying to build. This you can go to the website. It's the Greater Boise Aquatics Foundation if you'd like to donate to see this come to fruition, or just if you want to learn more about it.
Last night was a roaring success. They raised $250,000 more that will go directly to the funds that they need to generate to see if this pool can not only be built but sustained after it's been built.
Critical.
And so right now I think right around 10 to 11 million is what it's going to cost. It seems like they're right around 7.5 million into this thing. But last night a huge success thanks to Michael Phelps in Boise. He had never been here before.
How'd you get that assignment?
I know, it's pretty good.
Jay, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's powerful.
Thank you. Appreciate it.